What's going on, guys? Rob at 3STRONG here. Today I have my food in front of me once again, and I want to talk about portions. I feel like people have a really skewed idea or warped sense of what a portion actually is, and just to give you a visual of the fact that we are eating too much of certain things and not enough of other things. Okay, so I've already talked about, this sweet potato right here. This is about a cup or about a half a sweet potato. And I'm purely going to talk about portions from the standpoint of carbohydrates. Like I said, any excess carbohydrates that our body doesn't utilize get stored as fat. And so, for the most part, if we consume a high amount of carbohydrates that we don't utilize, that automatically gets stored as fat, and it leads to a whole array of other issues. So don't be worried about the protein, don't be worried about the fat, be worried about the carbohydrates. And it's not that, God, I love this stuff. And it's not that, any is bad. It's just that a lot is bad, and so we want to be able to get the energy from this great nutrient without it overloading our system and being and having it utilized as, stored as fat. We want it to be utilized as sugar. Going back to the portion thing, you see this right here. This is 1 cup. I'll show it in front of me. This is 1 cup of water. Essentially, if it's kind of what I can hold in my hands, 1 cup of water is kind of manageable. It's actually not that much, really. So let's put things in perspective. This 1 cup of water obviously has 0 calories, 0 carbs. What if I took my vegetables? What if I broke this down into cup-sized portions? What am I really looking at in terms of carbohydrates and sugars? And why do I eat these crunchy vegetables, these fibrous, crunchy vegetables? Heck, why do I eat so much of it? Well, let me put things in perspective. I have red bell peppers in here. If I chopped up those bell peppers and I had 1 cup of chopped bell peppers, I would have about 8 grams. Actually, let me see, I wrote that down. Sorry, 6 grams of carbohydrates. 6 grams of carbohydrates within this cup. What if I took the carrots? Carrots are going to be around 10 per cup. Broccoli, now we're talking like 5 per cup. Let's see, what if I went celery? We have 4 per cup. So, I mean, any of these vegetables, these crunchy, fibrous vegetables, they have a lot more of all the other stuff aside from sugar, and so you get less than 10 grams per cup. Well, what if we, let's take white rice. White rice. Per cup of cooked white rice, actually in the way that we would eat it, it's different than uncooked white rice, but cooked white rice, how many grams of carbohydrates do we have per cup? 50. We have, actually it's 55. We have over 50 grams of carbohydrates per cup. What if we went brown rice? Remember, because brown rice is better, that's what we're saying. 43. Yeah, it's, over 10 less, but it's still 43. 1 cup is 43 grams of carbohydrates. What if I took the sweet potato? Now we're talking per cup, about 50, like I said. What if it was a regular potato, a white potato? Now we're talking about 25 to 30. So as you can see, these vegetables right here are so much denser in all the other stuff. not denser, they have so many more nutrients versus calories. They have so much less sugar that we can actually eat a lot more of these and get less calories. And guess what? We're going to feel fuller after we eat them. So I have condensed 50 grams of carbs into this little cup of water. What do you think is going to cause me to eat more? This. I'm eating more calories in less space than this guy. Think about that, guys. Okay? I'm going to have some water. It's hot in here. See you guys tomorrow.